Yo, what's up everybody? It's been a while, it's been a couple of days. Long story short, my computer died and I had to reinstall everything fresh. And now we're back to normal, everything's working properly, and we're going to play a new game today. It's called Saku. It's actually a visual novel a friend of mine bought for me. He is convinced that I'm going to enjoy playing it, and by playing it I mean pressing one button and reading a story and listening to people talk, I'm assuming. So let's watch it together, shall we? Let's watch it. I will try to make commentary as it happens. Let's watch Saku Love Blooms with the Cherry Blossoms. This is Japanese as a motherfucker. Super Japanese. Okay. Well, intro time. Clearwave.co.jp. Changing season. Spring comes. Feelings are... Love is... That is way too fast for me to read. How do you expect me to read it that fast? A girl is not done love, a boy is interested in love. It's chooses the person love, then the world will change. How? It won't change. They will both love each other, and that's it. Couple of girls, starring Saku. Got that girl. I can't read that. Voiced by another Japanese person. Oh, look at the kitty. Well, that's a teacher. That looks like a teacher. Stunning guy. Oh, snap. Grabbing people's arms. Got a priestess in here. Whoa. That was rated PG-13. Fan service. What anime-esque game wouldn't be complete without fan service? What are you doing in here? Okay. I'm not a fan of playing a game that I have no control over. Like, I can't choose where to go. I really don't expect to enjoy this, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to plow through it together. See what kind of config we got. Background music, sound effects, system sounds, background voices on and off. Okay, voices. Tests. What was that? Did you guys hear that? That's the teacher. Why are these two girls like misaligned? Why are they way out here and the rest of them are just lined up pretty nicely? What's up with that? Does that mean they're the main characters? Doda! How was that? I know what that means. That means how's that? Confirm save sounds. Alright, back. Okay, let's start. Yosh, hazimenzo. A girl who cannot fall in love. A boy who has no interest in love. If they end up falling in love with each other, how would the world change? Love is wonderful. That's what someone told me. She smiled, looking forward to the next day. I don't understand this feeling, but love is probably something wonderful. After all, she had such a gentle smile when she told me. And there you go, everybody. As long as somebody has a gentle smile, you can believe everything they say. Even if that someone has a gentle smile and he's riding in a van and he's offering you candy. Just go with the flow, man. I don't know if I should read it out loud or not, because this is Japanese dialogue. It's like people are talking in Japanese. There's English subtitles. I don't know if I'm going to annoy people by reading it out loud, or if they'll appreciate me reading it out loud in English. I don't know. Let me know in a comment or two. Somebody say something. In a perfect world, yeah. What? Oh, secondary intro. Paletto presents a hand trying to grab sakura leaves. Cherry blossoms. I've heard this song before, or something just like it. I hope this isn't copyrighted music. I'm gonna be in trouble if it is. I think I'll just skip it. Sorry. Yuma doesn't talk. Can we talk while walking? That's what I've been doing since the beginning. It seems like this is going to be long-winded. Better change the topic for now. Anyways, do you really want to go upstairs with me? I'll be right back. I mean, so why don't you just wait here? This girl has been making a disgruntled face for a while now. Tsukishima Yuri begins to climb the long steps with me. Our aim is the Shinto shrine at the top of the stairs. We are more than just acquaintances, yet less than friends. A relationship where you turn away if the other held out a helping hand. Chasing after her, I challenge the stone steps in front of me. Sorry to bother you, seeing that you're in a hurry and all. You'd better be careful when walking in front of me like this, you know, because of your skirt. Relax, I haven't seen anything. Watching her hold her skirt down in panic, I throw some words of consolation at her. If you did... Oh, whoops. That might be fine though. Even though I told her that I didn't see anything, she goes off in a huff. Increasing my pace, I fall in step beside her. There shouldn't be any risk of angering her further this way. So what did you want to talk about? Is it? Do you really need to focus going upstairs? These stairs are so steep, it doesn't take long for you to be fed up with them. In order to reach our goal, we have to climb all the way up. The moment Tsukishima finally reaches the top, a very familiar voice reaches my ears. The Shrine Princess. I came to check on you since I was worried, and this is how it turns out. My childhood friend, Ichinose Mio, asks that in wonder as she sweeps the temple grounds without a care in the world. She is the youngest daughter of the Sakuraoka Hachiman Shrine. Mio, do you know what day the 4th of April is? We'll be waiting here. Just hurry, you know. Hope she'll be okay. Well, in her state, she'll probably just fall over at the worst. What? Well, in her state, she'll probably just fall over at worst. I don't get it. I pick up the broom Mio left behind and begin sweeping the ground in her place. Seems Mio-san isn't here today. Oh, right. Mio-san is Mio's older sister. It's quite normal to see her wearing shrine maiden clothes and doing various chores here at the shrine, but apparently that's not the case today. Sweeping the ground in the morning like this actually feels pretty nice. It's fine. You should rest. We still have to climb down the stairs again, and after that the long road to school awaits. I'm already used to it. I've been coming here since I was a kid. Since you're already here, how about you offer a prayer? Safe childbirth, marriage, and what was it again? It seems this shrine's blessings aren't to her liking. We are more than just acquaintances, yet less than friends. A relationship where you turn away with the other hand out a helping hand. But it's also true that we are on the same page when it comes to strange areas. Marriage, huh? I mutter as I gaze at the offering box. Something that has nothing to do with me either. When you think you're finally over with the stairs, you now have to conquer a long hill road. A road that is probably more tiresome than intensive PE classes. Looking up at the hill, Emil lets out a depressed sigh. Exactly. And besides, before you talk about a scooter license, you should learn how to ride a regular bike first. Makes it hard to tell whether she's actually clumsy or nimble. Yeah, I got it. Now, get going. We don't have time to slack off. Due to Tsukishima's energetic gait, Mio's sluggishness stands out all the more. Now, how about we change your family name to something like Turbo Nose, in hopes that it'll give you a boost in speed. Shouldn't leave any remedy untried. Being left behind by Tsukishima, Mio finally starts ascending the hill road. Onan, New Town. Piercing right through the center of this town that's surrounded by mountains and lakes is an avenue of cherry blossom trees. As the locals pass through, they are reminded of the advent of spring. This town has flourished as a commuter town for its urban center. Because of that, the area surrounding the station brims with various trade businesses. In response, the population has been experiencing a rising trend for a couple of years now. The school we're attending, Mihaya Academy, is the very symbol of this development. Regardless of the declining birth rate nowadays, there is a huge number of students. There are also a lot of students from other prefectures who live in one of the two school dormitories. Tsukishima Yuri is one of those boarding students. Right. After all, it'd be a problem if our Miss Fearsome Public Morals Committee chairwoman came in late. That's news to me. And that'd be where we left off earlier. I am glad you get it, because I don't remember. Right. Now that she mentioned it, she had wanted to talk to me about something. You mean the thing about her last name? Love? Oh, that's what you meant. I think I'm already as kind as I can get. I throw a glance at Mio, who's trotting behind us. She desperately chases after us, panting heavily. As you should know, it'd be quite a bit of a problem if some guy seriously fell in love with her. She might be a bit of an arid, but she's always giving it her all. If those charm points actually made a guy fall in love with her, could be. Could be too. By the way, there's a nagging question that slipped into my mind, so I can't help but ask her. What does Miss PMC Chairman think about love? Yeah. Now it's clear. Looks like we really are on the same page in some strange areas. When you reach the top of the hill, it goes down, and then up again. Because of those repeated ups and downs, it's quite an exercise to reach the school. Which leads to... Mio, we're going to be late at this rate. I'm already going ahead without you telling me that. That's possible. If you're aware of that, walk faster, and in general, put more effort into exercising. Whoops. If you ask me, you're a bit too slim, so that in itself wouldn't be at all bad, I guess. Oh, gotcha. But regardless of that, pick up your pace. Since Tsukushima has PMC work to do, she crossed this bridge and went on to school without us. Nevertheless, Mio's pace still stays the same. She's really giving it her all, so I can't blame her. What's this all of a sudden? Seems like there are lots of flowers blooming in your head as well. Just so you know, that was not a compliment. I've known Mio for a long time now, and not even once have we gotten into a fight or argument. Actually, I want to know how it's even possible to get into a fight with her, considering her personality. That said, even if we did get into a fight, it's not like she'd be in any match for me. But at the end of the day, she's still just a girl, which, in addition to another solved question, makes me unable to ever raise a hand against her anyway. Morning. As we reach the school, I'm greeted by a carefree voice while being clapped on my shoulder. Goeta. The name of the guy who wants Mio's waist to get bigger is Goeta. However, the reason he says that isn't because he's worried about her physical health like I am. Let me try that again. However, the reason he says that isn't because he's worried about her physical health like I am. The reason is that he has a kind of fetish. He's nuts over chubby girls. We happened to be seated next to each other during Mihaya Academy's entrance exam. After that, we somehow became friends. Actually, he's supposed to be the student council vice president, though it's sort of hard to see him as such. Regardless of that, Don't just appear out of nowhere and force your fetish on the girls without any hesitation whatsoever. Talking about girls in general. Kekko desu. Pretty sure I just made myself clear. And besides, you gotta do something about that fetish. Not the target gender. I get the feeling that Mio just said something deeply disturbing. Really? Hey, Mio. Seriously. Seriously. I'm begging you, man. Don't say stuff like that. As we mess around, Suki, I'm trying to figure out how to say her name every single time. As we screw around, Tsukishima cuts in with an exasperated expression on her face. Well, I guess that's exactly the reaction you'd expect from people witnessing this conversation. It's because she's performing PMC duties. At least figure out that much by yourself. The Just Say Hello campaign is a social campaign the PMC performs every once in a while for a limited time. It's a campaign meant to encourage more friendly and sociable interaction between students by kindly greeting everyone coming into school in the mornings. Shots fired. I can see how your fetish has anything to do with this. Maybe you just don't want to be with Tsukishima. I honestly doubt her figure is any way related to that urge. But now that I'm taking another look at her, she really might be a bit too slim. Can't ignore it. Even if Mio says that, Tsukishima. Tsukishima. It's not Tsukishima, it's Tsukishima. Tsukishima. She's right, your lifestyle is indeed rather messy. Do you think your apology is coming a bit early, Mr. Vice President? By the looks of these two, it seems that the student council and the PMC aren't getting along so well. It's quite obvious on which side the problem resides, though. But anyways, how come you're the one carrying out this campaign? That's probably not the only reason she's doing it alone. I see. So it seems that she's been waiting for you, Mio. On one hand, she's a diligent, strict diligent and strict towards both herself and other people, but on the other hand, she's also someone who helps others and cares about them. She's a boarding student and yet goes out of her way to come to the shrine because she's worried about Mio. That showcases this side of her distinctly enough. You've made a really good friend there, Mio. Since the new term starts today, the classes have also been rearranged. Who knows? Our school has lots of classes. Yeah. So, Tsukishima, you still staying here? Different from us. No. If that's what you think, keep dreaming. Wearing a smile brimming with fulfillment, Soul locks shoulders with me. What's up, Soul Leader? Mihaya Academy was built only a couple of years ago. There are 2 gender-separated dormitories, an indoor pool, several cafeterias, a public bath, and facilities lined up on the school grounds. And with that environment tickling their fancy, there are lots of students taking the entrance exam here. Mio, did you bring your indoor shoes?
Hey.
Seeing how you even have to check for minor stuff like this, it sure seems like being in the PMC is tough. Let's see how long I last. Unfortunately, I'm gonna play the whole game through, you know, because that's what I do. You said your Apple Cashman pushed it onto you. Did something happen? Oh, so that's what happened. If she's stuck in this position to that reason, it's no wonder she said that love is stupid. The fact that she still diligently fulfills her duty, it shows what kind of person she is. So, you don't have to go there? Our vice president sure has a lot of free time on his hands. I imagine that must have hurt Mr. Vice President. I don't think she's saying anything wrong, though. Dude, you should have some for that. Sighing at our hopeless vice president, I head towards the hallway where the lists that show all second-year classes are put up. Well, I guess they're looking at the classes list. Now that you mention it. Nandayo. Confirming that there are no girls of his type, so instantly loses interest. Who is the waifu, though? Are you asking me personally?
それよりまずはクラスだ。
Ignoring the crowd at the notice board, Soul gazes at the classes list closest to us.
お、あったあった。みんな一緒のクラスみたいだぞ。
Just what you hoped for, Mio. Displaying great joy, Mio goes over the list. So who's our homeroom teacher?
女の先生だよ。去年来たばっかりの。そういえば、お前と同じ名字なんだよな。
I just started playing this thing, man. How am I supposed to know who I'm going to like more than the other? I don't know anybody yet. Like, all I know so far is that the ditzy girl is a shrine maiden, and my childhood friend, and then the other girl, Tsukishima. I have no clue what she is to me and why we were walking to school together. They haven't. I don't think they've said that yet. And then there's this guy who I know is my friend just because we were at the entrance ceremony or something. It's way too early to pick a favorite, if I ever do pick a favorite. Saying that, Mio rushes over to the notice board. Hey, Mio, didn't you go look at our class list? What could it be that they're all gazing at this seriously? The fact that there are only girls slightly worries me too. Oh snap, is that me? Yep, that's me. What kind of harassment is this? What kind of harassment is this? Just as So says, it's made neatly, even down to the finest detail. Are we looking at the same poster? Because the poster I'm looking at is raggedy as raggedy can be. And the paint's smudged. It does have a solid design, though. Regardless of the effort put into it, I'm not even the least bit happy, though. I don't get what kind of love that is supposed to be, though. A portrait of me with a big wanted sign and a bounty. It's a wanted poster. Capture me, huh? What are you talking about, dude? As I sigh, Mio, who just returned, lets out a voice of admiration. Yeah, it's amazing. I feel like I've turned into a criminal. For God's sake, man. You two are getting a kick out of this. Since it's not your problem, huh? 21,000 yen? Shoot. 21,000 yen. Well, 2,000 yen, I think, is like $9.99 or something like that. I'll let you know as I'm playing what 2,100 yen is. Well, that's... I couldn't care less about these sort of selfish interests. And to begin with, I don't even have any interest in...
なんだか疲れた顔してるね。大丈夫？結婚する？
Alright, so it doesn't make any sense what is happening here. Like, a girl's gonna try to get me to fall in love with them so they can get the money, not so they can get me. Doesn't make any sense. It's not the way you want to get a girl. And 21,000 yen is $200 and some change.
いきなりプロポーズとかありなの？やだ、ちょっと押さないでってば。押されてるね。危ないよ。結婚する？
Will you marry me?
おお、タンマそんな一気に押し寄せてきたら。
Meow. But that meant that I touched upon Mio's special condition.
どうして一ノ瀬さん泣いてるの？まさかミオちゃんも浅場くんに振られちゃったとか？
Uh-oh, I killed Mio.
じゃあこいつは困ったことになったな。
This is Ichinose Mio's special condition. Since she was a kid, she's shown a strong rejection in regards to physical contact with the opposite sex. You touch her with a single finger like this, she'll immediately start crying. Don't worry about me. I'm sorry. It's not the first time something like this happened. Still, it was careless of me to have made her cry in front of this many people.
みんなそんなところで集まって何をしてるの？ゆりちゃん、ミオ、どうしたの？まさかまた。
Knowing about Mio's condition, Tsukishima attends to her. Sorry, it's my fault. My bad!
違うの。私がね。
Apparently, having grasped the situation from our little exchange, Tsukishima calls out to the noisy students around us.
とにかくみんなは教室に入って。もうすぐホームルームの時間よ。
はいはい、解散解散。風紀委員長様を怒らせると怖いぜ。
At once, the girls who surrounded us until now give up and move towards their classrooms. Sorry about that, Tsukishima.
ミオも大丈夫だから。
I've been trying to think about it, how to reply to what you said, Soul Leader. I'm not ignoring you.
ごめんね。みんなに迷惑をかけちゃって。
大丈夫大丈夫。
It's hard
ちゃんが気にすることじゃないって。
reading the game and talking about the game
ミオだって
and then reading the comments.
気にしないの？
What am I gonna do if there's like 12 people commenting at once? My brain will probably explode.
ユウくんも。
He looks up at me with wet eyes. She's always like that. She's always worrying about others more than she's worrying about herself, as if it was a second nature to her. So I respond accordingly. Let's just say both of us were careless. Is that okay?
ユウくん。
Saying that, Mio consents.
でも何の騒ぎだったの？ミオのことだけであんなに大勢は集まらないわよね。
That was my fault too, apparently. Whoops.
ユウくん。
そりゃあれっす。
あれ？
It's my wanted poster. Pre-tax. In the bottom right corner. Pre-tax. So you get $200 before tax. How nice of them. Seemingly exasperated, Tsukishima lets out a sigh after looking at the poster.
改めて見ると綺麗に撮れてるよな。カメラマンいい腕してるわ。
新学期早々こんな悪ふざけをして。
女子の皆様は本気だったみたいだよな。
But it's honestly annoying if they come at me this forcefully. What's the deal, Tsukishima? Something bothering you?
別に何もありません。ミオも早く教室に入って。
Mio, all back to her usual self, sets off towards the classroom.
あれこれは剥がさんでいいの？
I didn't expect you to say that, Koichi-kun. Oh shoot, I just read the wrong person. Stupid.
どういうこと？
右下に押してある本が見えない？その印刷物、生徒会が承認したんでしょ？
What?
マジだ。
Looking at it again, the student council's seal of approval is really on it.
いやー、最近うちの生徒会も忙しくてさ、さすがに俺も細かい見落としが。
Or you did it on purpose. Yeah, and that's hardly an excuse for the vice president not to know anything about it.
それを言われると辛いな。
Good. So glosses over it with a light smile.
それと、さっきも言いましたけど、制服がだらしないです。上履きのかかとも潰さないでください。
Seems that Tsukishima has a tendency to change up to a polite way of speaking when she's angry. Well, in general, the problem lies with the other party, so she's only stating sound arguments.
浅場くんも
Me? I'm always attentive to my appearance. Did I miss something?
ちゃんとしてください。
Various ways, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
自分の胸に問いかけなさいってことだろ。
I don't get it. Do you?
さあな。とりあえず一緒にしょんぼりと教室に入るか。
No need to put me in the same boat as you. I follow So to the classroom. Regardless of that poster or whatever, let's think about that later. Our new class this term. As I move towards my desk, I exchange greetings with many familiar faces. Doesn't really make for a fresh feeling. Well, we aren't freshmen, so that much is expected. And next to me sits... Hi there, nice to meet you.
あ、ゆうくん、また1年間よろしくね。
Like that. My usual seatmate is sitting next to me.
ゆうくんとお隣になるのも何回目だろうね。
Well, you mentioned it's pretty often.
小学校の頃に4回でしょ。中学の時に2回で、それから。
The seating arrangement is based on the attendance list that is arranged in alphabetical order. So because of that, it easily happens that we, Asaba, and Ichinose become seatmates. That's gotta be a Japanese alphabetical order kind of thing. It's gotta be.
そういえば担任の先生って。
I'm looking for a spot that I can pause, but there's like no... Is there a chapter in this game, Soul Eater? Is there somewhere that I'm going to get to that I can pause? Or am I going to be here all night?
はい、皆さん、席についてくださいね。ホームルームを始めます。
Don't just stand there with your mouth open.
でも
It's a girl. It's not a guy. Well, I know what she's getting at.
初めましての人たちが多いのかな。今日から皆さんの担任を務めることになった。先生、どうしてジャージ姿なんですか？これは 私は体育の先生なのでこの格好の方がわかりやすいかと思って。
Oh. For that reason, huh?
でも明日の1年生との対面式ではビシッと決めてきます。
He's basically saying that she'll attend today's opening ceremony in that jersey.
先生ってチャージ似合うよね。どうもありがとう。何の話をしてたんだっけ。
At least you think so. Great. She throws a short glance at me. I think you were in the middle of introducing yourself.
そうそう、自己紹介がまだでした。
先生マジ可愛いっす。
People interrupting her.
可愛くなんてないです。私なんてもういい年のおばさんで。浅葉先生、ホームルームを進めてください。ああ、そうでした。まずは自己紹介よね。ちょく。
Chaka chaka.
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。
I'll help you pick him up. Calm down. I couldn't bear it any longer and speak to her while picking up the chocolate scattered on the ground.
どうしよう、ヤマく。昨日家でリハーサルしたのに頭の中が真っ白だよ。
Sensei, don't call me that at school.
そうだったよね。学校では母親じゃなくて先生だもんね。
Yes. Yes.
ありがとう、ユウマくん。じゃなかった。浅葉くん。
She still looks like a college student. In fact, it shouldn't be more than a mere couple of years had passed since she graduated. By the way, the fact that she called herself my mother in a small voice isn't just a playful joke. This person is my mom.
今日から皆さんの担任となります。浅葉葵です。名前を漢字で書くと、浅葉葵。
My biological mother died right after giving birth to my little sister, and my father also died due to an illness a few years ago. And my, in a sense, cursed family has been saved by Aoi-san. She was my father's second wife, and she raised the two of us by herself when he passed away. I'm very grateful to her. I really am, but,
先生の字丸くて可愛いっす。
葵先生って彼氏いるの？
probably because she's so close to our age, students often don't see her as a teacher.
先生は未亡人で、実は2人の子供がいて。みんな静かに。騒ぐと他のクラスに迷惑が。
And of course, she's also too young to be a mother. Looking at her, you just can't leave her alone. You know, she's plain hopeless by herself.
ゆうくん、楽しいクラスになりそうだね。
If only every teacher looked like that. I don't know about that. Not so much for me, to be honest. But Mio, So, and Aoi-san, huh? At the very least, I won't get bored in this year's class. Please tell me this is a pause. Nope. It's not. Let me use...
セーブしてもいいかな。
I'm gonna save it here.
セーブ完了っと。
I'm gonna save it there. I'm gonna stop there. We're gonna treat this as a bookmark. And let's see what happened. So far, all I know is I'm a guy who doesn't like love, and all the girls want money to. So all the girls want me to fall in love with them so they can have $200. And my mom's my teacher, but she had me when she was like 13 or something. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take a break right here. Hope you enjoyed watching this little playthrough. I'm gonna keep on playing it. You know, comment, tell me what you want me to do, stop doing, Appreciate it. I'm not just playing this for me. Playing it for everybody. Peace.